Hello everyone. If you're the fan of the DJI Crystal monitors like I am and their quick release mounting bracket, I've come up with this new mounting bracket that I'm really pleased with. A lot of the ones out there I just wasn't happy with the way the screen was mounted to, and I'm just going to go over some of the viewpoints of why I really like mine, and I think you'll see there's some nice improvements to it. One of the first things that you're going to notice, I eliminate this bottom DJI mounting bracket. Because if I was to leave that on there, you'd see that this point here would be a lot further up. Thus, in turn, your screen would be right here on top of the other screen, like some of the existing mounts already out there. So, I got looking at it, I thought, you know what, if I eliminate this bottom piece, it saves a little bit of weight, and you're able to move that point much further back. And not only that, it just feels much more comfortable weight-wise with it back here in this position and mounted in the forward position. Another nice feature, of keeping the DJI mounting bracket, of course, being quick release, you also still have a lanyard mount here, and also no cables coming off the back here. You see it's nice and clean. The cable comes right through here, and you notice there's two fixed holes on the mounting bracket. But if you wanted to, you could also take these screws out and move them up to this area, and if you wanted to, this can be adjustable to slide back and forth. My personal preference is to leave it right here in the back. On my own personal bracket, I just like to use a couple small zip ties right here. You see it keeps the cable nice and clean, what little there is of the DJI cable. And I put a little dot right here so I know which direction it goes. So just slide it right in, and that indicates which direction, and you're ready to go. You'll notice I also have this little top piece. It fits into the slot there. When you push it all the way in, just kind of locks it into place and gives it a little more secure feel to it. On the original Mavics, they don't have the holders for the sticks, so you won't be able to use that with the original Mavic. Another nice feature, has a really good feel to it. You can stick 2-3 fingers in there. Has a nice radius on both sides of the bracket, and a little bit of width, so it gives a nice comfortable grip to it. Again, by moving this bracket all the way to the back, you still have plenty of room to see that second screen. Not only that, it just feels really balanced in your hands. And also, if you want to collapse it, it still fits nicely right between the sticks. And so if you want to keep it together, you got that option. I'm using a smaller Crystalsky, but maybe you might like a more height difference if you have the 7.85 Crystalsky. So if you'd like, you can raise this up. Gives you a little more clearance in this area. I personally have no problem at all. I'm actually using the Polar Pro gimbals with sticks, which are actually, as you can see, a little bit higher, and have no issues at all with the short spacer. Here's the way it comes in this package right here. Here's everything laid on the table. What you will need to do is buy a DJI Crystalsky monitor. Here's one where the bracket's already been removed. All you do is cut a little slot in here in this rubber backing, and you can remove the 2 screws. Once you do that, you can mount it onto my existing spacer plate here. You see it has a slot in here. It matches right up to the DJI Crystalsky bracket. Then you can apply it to this bracket here with the 2 shorter screws. And if you want to add a little bit more height to it, there is a second spacer here with these longer screws. I personally only use the 1 spacer on the DJI monitor, the 5.85, which seems adequate to me. But if you feel you need a little more space, that option is there. And again, this is helps lock it into place, but it will not work on the old Mavics. It will work on the DJI Spark and Mavic Air and Mavic Pro 2 and Zoom. Lastly, it will fit in the DJI Flymore bag. It fits in there nicely right next to the transmitter. I also use it with the Polar Pro case because I like it. It's a little more accessible when I don't want a smaller bag. It's easier to get to things. I just cut a little slot right here, and it tucks nicely right in there. And there you go.